So welcome back to Worthington Model Railway, and I'm going to fix a piece of track that has been kind of bugging me for a while. It's causing derailments, so I'm just going to cut that piece of track out and put a new piece in. So this is where the bad piece of track is. I'm just going to run this little train over it and you'll see what I'm talking about. And if I change direction, it's even worse going forwards. Let's zoom in a little bit. See how everything wobbles over that piece of track. So as you can see, it's right here. The track is moving. It's not a good joint. So I'm going to cut a piece out from about here to about here. Just put a new piece of track in there. I can never decide if a Dremel's the best way to do this or just to use some track cutters. I think I'm just going to use some track cutters and cut that piece out. I'll be back in a minute. So having cut it out, there is some dried glue on here, so I'm going to get a scraper and get that all out of the way so I've got a good solid surface to work with. So I'm just using a sharp knife here, cutting the plastic so I can get the rail joiners on. And when I use the cutters, I like to get a file and just file the ends, just because the cutters tend to leave some sharp edges. We'll do that, and then we should be able to get rail joiners on there. I'll be back in a minute. So I cut a piece of flex track, pretty much exactly the right size to fit in there with just a little bit of a gap on either end for expansion. So let's put some joiners on this and get it in. So now it's in place. I'll get some copy decks under there and put a weight on there, and we'll come back in a little while and see if it solved the problem. So here we are the next day. Track is laid and dried. Let's run a train over it, see what happens here. Well, it's still not perfect, but it's a lot better. I think it'll do for now. So one of the other things I wanted to do, I was kind of looking at this and went, okay, I have a shepherd and two dogs. Let me zoom in a little bit. There's the shepherd and his dogs, yet the sheep are all over the place. And if the shepherd was there with his dogs, the sheep should be herded. So I'm going to move the sheep around. We'll leave the rabbits where they are. There's the rabbits. There's little brown blobs of rabbits. So I've seen quite a few people recently talking about using tacky wax, which I always thought was primarily for hockey sticks, to stick little figures and things down. So let's try using tacky wax to move the sheep. So I think that looks way more realistic. It's definitely an improvement. Obviously, we still got some sheep in the back over there. But these here have all been herded, and the rabbits are kind of just sitting there doing their thing, right? So another fun little thing to get done. So many little things around the layout that I want to get done, so trying to get some of that done today. So another one of those little jobs, this lamp that I put on here when I built the cattle ramp stage, whatever you want to call it, never got wired up. It was just dangling wires. So what I actually did was I put one of these little photosensitive cells right here. So if I cover it up, the light comes on. So let me show you that. Here's the light. Let me cover up the cell, and the light comes on. So when I darken the layout for nighttime running, that light will come on. So amongst the bag of trees that I got on Amazon are these trees with blossoms. I think they're they're supposed to be apple trees or fruit trees of some sort. So I thought what I'd do is I'll put some of them in here and make like an orchard area. Get a pretty bare area here that's looking for something. So I'm going to put some static grass down and then put those in to make it look a bit like an orchard. We'll see how that works. I'm just putting down a pretty liberal dose of white glue in this area here that's not grassed. I grassed this bit over here years ago for some reason I don't quite remember. I think I might have been doing a demo on doing static grass. Anyway, I got glue on this side. We'll get some glue on the other side and then we'll get the applicator out. I've been tidying up and putting stuff away, and I put my other applicator away, so I'm going to use this one. I think it'll work fine. I got a mixture of two different colors and lengths of glass. I'll mix them together in the applicator, and we'll just put them over there. It doesn't need to be too great because we're going to put the trees up over it once we get it done. Okay. So what I do like to do as well when I'm doing something like this is I'll put a few of these tufts in, and I get different colored ones. Just add some interest. The grass is not kind of even all over. So as you put the trees in an orchard, they tend to go in lines. Can't really do that totally here because I don't have a lot of room. But I'm gonna drill some holes and then we'll get the trees in. And there we go with the trees. I'll take a shot from the other angle too. So I realized I have a bag of some smaller flowering bushes here, so I'm going to put a few of these in here. I think that will look good. And there's the other few smaller, I don't know what they would be, fruit bushes of some sort in there too. I suppose I probably need to put a path or something in, but that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Quick video today. Sometimes these little niggly things just need to get fixed. It's not difficult, it's just getting around to it. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe with that button to the right, and there'll be another video to the left.